Hey guys, how you doing? I got a bit of a different one today. I'm on my way to go pick up my new motorcycle. It is a 1972 Harley Davidson Ironhead. I think it's an XLCH. Buddy says it is. It's kick and electric. I'll have to check the engine numbers to make sure it is an XLCH. Hopefully it is. The XLCHs are the competition models, so they got dome pistons and bigger valves and they run higher compression. So yeah, I gotta go grab some cash and a few things and go grab my new Harley, 1972. I don't know, buddy got it on trade years ago. He didn't really do anything with it, parked it in his shed, and it sat there for 6 years. Looked nice and shiny and cool in the ads, but she's a pretty dilapidated, well, just an old barn find, I guess. So we'll go get her dug out of his shed and get her on the truck and see if we can't get it running. So there's the shed that we rescued the old Ironhead out of. And there it is. $1972 is not an XLCH. It is just the regular model, the lame model, but there you go. Got a broken taillight, bent handlebars. It's not in great shape, but it's all there. It's got good bones to be something awesome. See, it's got the big ugly side oil tank. That's with the kickstart model, or with the electric start model. There's the Kickstarter. Just got kickstart, starter. It's got an S&S Super V carb on it. With a cool S&S air cleaner. Comes with a set of couple different types of pipes. So it's all there, you know. Needs lots of work, but it's all there. So that is awesome. That double tank is not original equipment, but that's not original equipment for an Ironhead. We usually have a peanut tank, but it looks good on the bike. I think it fits. There we go. 1972 Ironhead. It's not the XLCH due to the serial number here. That would start with a 4A if it's XLCH. 3A is just a regular one. It's got no fire so far. This cover's all bent to crap, so I'll need one of those, but it still has the original points. It has not been updated. And the points look pretty wore and in bad shape, so I can either put new points in it or update it to electronic ignition. I'll decide that later. But there she is, man. This seat's pretty comfy. Probably just get that reupholstered. Build a little sissy bar on it because every bike needs a sissy bar. Somebody decided to put some kind of new or upgraded or something coil on it, but they put this big old bracket on in the front where it just sticks out, and then that hit the front fender. Front fender's kind of dented here, but I'm thinking about, so I'm probably going to stretch the forks on these. That coil might be, I might mount the coil here maybe. That's kind of a normal spot. One guy tried to drill a key out. Another guy in infinite wisdom decided to put a wire here to turn it on. But that's just a standard 3-position ignition switch. I went down to the store and bought a new one. So I got a battery, put an ignition switch in it. I just set the point gap to 20 thou
just clean the points up a bit, but they need attention. But I'll check the oil and probably have to pull the carb off and try to get started up. But it's cool shocks that are like rock hard. It's got a tank off of a bigger bike. Handlebars are bent, so I'll definitely be doing something different there. Clutch cable seized. It's got an auxiliary oil cooler. Pretty sure that's supposed to return to the tank, but it's just returning to atmosphere. It's got a dual disc front end on it instead of the original disc, so that's cool. Kickstart, electric start. But she's a classy old bike. A little bit of TLC and a little bit of custom mods. It's gonna be a nice little unit. I'll probably put the coil there and then put the key back there and make a panel to cover the battery up. See something different with the bars and the forks. Ironhead. Okay, before buddy told me when he had it running, it only ran with a good battery, and it ran until the battery died, and then a booster pack wouldn't charge it. So I don't know, could be something wrong with this charging system. Got a bunch of aftermarket crap on it. There are so many things hooked to the accessory part of the key that it wouldn't even fit on this new Switch. It's a big ball of wire. There shouldn't be that many accessory things. They got all these extra wires everywhere, so I don't know. So I just hooked up the wires from the battery position to the coil position, and that should be enough for fire. Not gonna worry about that shit. So at some point in time, I'm gonna have to go through the whole bike, go through all the wires, figure out what's going on. I'm guessing before this thing hits the road, I'm gonna have the motor out and apart to go through it. But anyways, I just want to hear it run. So I got a new battery. Put a splash of gas in the carb and see if she'll pop. Alright, I had it running a few times. It runs on choke only when you dump gas in the carb, but yeah. So I figured I'd take the carb off and clean it. It's no big deal. Pull the carb off, get that cleaned up. The big old Super B just sticks way out there. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to sort out that wiring, clean the carb, and it'll run anyways. It's got a long ways to go before it's going down the highway, but it runs, so that's cool. Well, that's it for now. Try to piss the neighbors off enough. It's getting late in the evening, but there you go. This is my Ironhead, and it runs, and it's awesome. More later. Talk to you later, guys. So on that bike, the back of the ignition switch, I just hooked up the coil power to power because I couldn't fit that big conglomeration of wires onto the short screws in the new switch, and no power. Headlight came on, but no fire. So then I hooked up all the conglomeration to the old drilled out switch like he had it, and I kicked it over. Oh, actually the starter started working, the lights would come on, but no fire. But what he did is he had the power jumped to the accessories. So you had the power
jump to that big ball of wires on the accessory post. But probably in his mind, he's thinking normally when the key's on accessory, everything's powered up. But the key is initially turned off right now. So jumping into accessory, the lights worked, starter turned over, but there was still no coil power because it didn't bridge across to the ignition post. So I just took a little wire and jumped it from coil power and the ignition power to accessory power. So then when you plugged in that temporary plug you had to power everything up, and then boom, it had fire. Put some gas in the carb, fired up, took the carb apart, gave it a quick clean, and now it just runs. So it's evening and it's got no exhaust on it, so it's real loud. But I'm probably not going to do, like, it's not really a priority, that bike, this fall. I just wanted to hear it run. So I got lots of other things I should be working on, so there'll be more from that at some point in time. But that's my 72 Ironhead, kickstart and electric. It's awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you later.